Hello everyone, welcome to Physics Study course. So today we are going to discuss case number 2, that is if an object is thrown from a certain height h. So coming on to case number 2, assume if you are throwing an object with certain amount of force, okay, you applied a force, okay, and you throw an object directly onto the ground, okay. Now what will happen if you are applying a certain amount of force on the object, then it induces initial velocity in the object, okay. Initial velocity is induced in the object when you apply certain amount of force, okay. So let's assume the initial velocity is u meter per second, the height is h, okay. So the initial velocity is u meter per second, final velocity is v, time taken is t, and the height is h, okay. Now according to our kinematics equations, according to kinematics equations, v is equals to u plus at. Now v is what? Final velocity. U is what? Initial velocity. And what is the value of acceleration if you throw an object? Correct. The acceleration will be g, that is 9.8 meter per second square. The acceleration would be g and the time is t. So v is equals to u plus at. This is our equation number 1. Now coming on to equation number 2, that is s is equals to ut plus half at square. Now s is what? S is displacement, u is initial velocity, t is the time, and a is the acceleration, okay. S is displacement, u is initial velocity, t is the time, a is the acceleration. So according to this equation, s is equals to ut plus half at square. Now what will be the value of displacement? Height h. H is equals to u initial velocity, t time, plus half. What will be the value of acceleration? G into t square. This is our equation number 2. Now coming on to equation number 3, that is v square minus u square is equals to 2as, where v is final velocity, u is initial velocity, a is acceleration, and s is displacement, okay. So v square minus u square is equals to 2as. Now what will be the value of s? Displacement will be h, acceleration will be g, v square will be our final velocity, and u will be our initial velocity. So this is our equation number 3. Okay. So our first equation, that is v is equals to u plus dt. This gives the relation between initial velocity, final velocity, and the time. Okay. Now in our second equation, this second equation gives the relation between height, initial velocity, and time. And now coming on to equation number 3, this gives relation between final velocity, initial velocity, and the height h, okay. So this is our case number 2, that is object is thrown from a certain height. Now if I ask you a simple question, can you plot velocity time of this motion? Can you plot velocity time graph? So now coming on to velocity time graph. in the velocity time graph, if we have to draw, so now coming on to velocity time graph, if you have to draw velocity time graph of this portion, then find the slope of velocity time of that velocity time graph first. Now if I ask you what the slope of velocity time graph tells, what's the slope of velocity time graph tells, what's the information it gives? Okay, it gives the acceleration. Slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration. Slope of velocity time, okay, gives acceleration. Slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration. Okay, so dv by dt will be what? Is equals to 9.8 meter per second square. dv by dt will be constant, and here we have initial velocity. Here we have initial velocity as u and final velocity as v. Okay, so initial velocity will be at what time? Initial velocity will be at t is equals to 0, and final velocity will be at time is equals to t. Okay, so y-axis, we take y-axis for velocity and x-axis for the time. Okay, so now initial velocity, there is a certain amount of initial velocity at t is equals to 0. This is t is equals to 0, certain initial velocity which is u, and the motion starts from here. Now the final velocity is v. Okay, this is initial velocity, this is final velocity, and the motion ends at time t. Okay, this is the time t on the time axis, oh sorry, on the x-axis. This is the velocity, this is u, and this is v. Okay, so our graph looks like this. This is velocity, this is time, and if I ask you area under this velocity time graph will be what? If I ask you this area, this shaded area will tell what? The shaded area will tell you about the height. It gives the slope, the area under the velocity time graph gives displacement. Okay, so the area will give height. Is it clear? Is it clear to you? Simple. It was quite simple. So this completes both the cases of free falling object. Now I am going to start a new topic, that is concept of relative motion, and I am going to discuss this concept in two different cases. The case one will be when two objects are approaching towards each other, and the case two will be when two objects are traveling in the same direction. Okay, so in the next video I am going to discuss the case one, two objects approaching towards each other. So after finishing with the relative motion, I am going to start vectors and the integration part, the basic mathematical tool. We will continue with that basic mathematical tools part, and after finishing with it, we will be going to start an entirely new topic, that is projectile motion. Thank you.